Welcome back to News Tonight. In a major border flare-up likely to further strain Pakistan-US ties, NATO helicopters have fired on a Pakistani military checkpost in the northwest of the country, killing 25 soldiers. 2 officers, a major and a captain, were among those killed in the attack last night. Pakistan has described it as unprovoked and indiscriminate and cut off all supplies for US and allied forces in Afghanistan. According to media reports, NATO has said it is aware of the incident that occurred near the border and is investigating it. In retaliation, Pakistani authorities blocked all entry points and have stopped container trucks carrying supplies for US and NATO forces in Afghanistan. And warning the US against carrying out any strikes on Pakistani soil. This is what Pakistan's Foreign Minister Hina Rabbani Kar had said recently during the UN General Assembly in New York.
You cannot afford to alienate Pakistan. You cannot afford to alienate the Pakistani people. If you are choosing to do so, and if they are choosing to do so, it will be at their own cost.
Today is the 3rd anniversary of the Mumbai terror attacks that killed over 150 people. On the occasion, External Affairs Minister S.M. Krishna has sent out a stern message to Pakistan, asking it to take strong action against the perpetrators of 2611 and bring them to book. Krishna said India has given all the necessary evidence to Pakistan, but 3 years on is still waiting for justice. And even as Jamaat-ud-Dawa chief Hafiz Saeed, the mastermind of the Mumbai terror attacks, continues to roam free in Pakistan, the country's Interior Minister Rahman Malik says India has not yet given any concrete evidence against him.
Well, we are still waiting for Pakistan to act decisively to bring to justice all those perpetrators of that mindless violence that was unleashed on Mumbai. I think the evidence which has been provided by the Ministry of Home Affairs would be sufficient for any normal civilian court to prosecute the people involved.
Luckily was arrested और अभी भी वो जेल में हैं और बड़ा सीनियर मेंबर है उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का. जहाँ तक हाफिज सईद का, हाफिज सईद के खिलाफ कोई एविडेंस नहीं दी गई. हमने उनको शुरू में अरेस्ट किया और अरेस्ट करके अंडर एमपीओ किया. उसको हाई कोर्ट से फिर सुप्रीम कोर्ट से रिलीफ मिल गई. वो जेल में हम नहीं रख सके. उनकी फायरी स्पीचेस थी. 3 एफआईआर फैसलाबाद में हुई, वो जो कोर्ट में जाके क्रैश हो गई. अब आज भी वो अंडर ऑब्जर्वेशन है.
India fought back in dramatic style on day 5 of the Mumbai test, but the match has ended in a draw. After R. Ashwin and Pragyan Ojha took 8 wickets between them early on day 5 to skittle out the tourists for a mere 134, India's target was 243. But despite 50s from Sehwag and Kohli, India found themselves in a tight spot with 2 runs needed off the last ball. R. Ashwin managed to put bat to ball, but Ashwin and Aaron couldn't complete 2 runs. And since India was not bowled out, the match ended in a draw. The Donut House in Egmore held Chennai's first ever donut eating competition as hungry Chennaites fought to set a world record for the most number of donuts eaten in the least amount of time. Our reporter Nirupama is ringside at the event that's not for the faint of heart.
Gathered around on this rainy Saturday afternoon at the quaint little donut house in Egmore were a bunch of men, women, and children who truly put the nut in donut. Donut fanatics from across the city were gathered today for Chennai's first ever donut eating competition. The aim of the day, to try to set a new world record for the most number of donuts eaten in 15 minutes. The record to beat currently stands at 44 donuts consumed in 12 minutes, a record held by a young man in Bangalore. Things got a little messy and sugar consumption levels were at an all-time high as Chennaites devoured donut after donut. And like with any competition, this was not without its share of struggle.
Well, I'm with the other leader of the competition, Prem. 14 donuts. At one point, I was very worried for your life. You looked like you were about to pass out. What was going on then?
It was just like vomiting.
Okay.
But now I'm good.
Now you're good?
Yeah.
Okay, good, good. Are you ready to eat more donuts? No?
No. How did you eat?
Me? 17.
17.
70. 70.
70.
70. I broke the world record. My mother will be so... No, lies. 5.
5.
5.5. 5 and like a little bit more.
The final record for the day stood at 18 donuts. Not quite enough to break the world record, but definitely enough to warrant a few trips to the gym.
Well, it's not just the dough that's nuts here at Donut House. We have a room full of foodies who have gone nuts trying to break a world record. Well, may the best nut win. With camera person Shah Vijay, this is Nirvana for NDTV Hindu.
And finally, here's a doctor who makes no bones about his marathon days in hospital for decades. From a galaxy of film stars to ordinary poor patients, Dr. Nandakumar Sundaram has been making people walk and setting fractured bones in order. We leave you with this tribute to one of Chennai's best-known orthopedic surgeons, whose trademark, "Don't worry, you will be fine" confidence booster has been recognized by Dr. MGR Medical University. Dr. Nandakumar Sundaram of Fortis Malar and Helios Hospitals was, among others, honored with the Best Doctor Award.